Welcome to Inglewood, California. Under the massive circular video board of SoFi Stadium, 70,000 fans are about to experience the heaviest expectations in American soccer history. You have to go all the way back to 1994 to find the last time the United States men's national team played a World Cup match on home soil. That is a 32-year gap between hosting duties. Now, Mauricio Pochettino leads a different kind of roster. This group is heavily concentrated with high-level European club talent, carrying an intense level of hype into the tournament. For the United States, this opening match acts as a high-stakes exam for a generation that has been told for a decade they are the chosen ones. Here is the starting 11 carrying all that weight. They are stepping into a pressure cooker where the scrutiny of an entire country is focused solely on their performance. They face a specific problem known as the host's dilemma. Because they are the home team, grinding out a narrow win won't satisfy the crowd. The fans expect to see decisive, entertaining dominance from the opening whistle. If they stumble, if they drop points, or even look vulnerable, the fallout is immediate. A draw at home triggers instant sports anxiety, amplifying the calls for Pochettino's job before the group stage even gets going. The United States is playing against two forces: a highly motivated Paraguayan squad, and the crushing weight of their own stadium's demand for absolute perfection. The team on the other side of the ball is built to ruin the party. Paraguay arrives in Los Angeles with one clear objective: to frustrate the Americans with absolute defensive ruthlessness. Manager Gustavo Alfaro specializes in exactly this scenario. He designs low, deep defensive blocks that drain the energy from attacking teams and crowd out the penalty area. If the U.S. were playing their other Group D opponent, Turkey, they would likely face an open, end-to-end match with plenty of space to run. This chart measures the defensive compactness of every team in the group. You can see Paraguay sitting right here as an extreme outlier. They simply do not give attackers any room to breathe. Alfaro knows exactly what he is doing. He is structuring his side to weaponize American impatience, setting the perfect tactical trap for a highly anxious host nation. For the first 45 minutes, expect to see the American attack repeatedly throw itself against an unyielding red and white wall. Every overlapping run and every cross will be instantly absorbed and repelled. As the clock ticks closer to halftime without a goal, the atmosphere inside SoFi Stadium will sour. The excitement of 70,000 fans turns into audible groans and deep frustration. That negative energy bleeds right down onto the pitch. Players hear the murmurs, feel the tension, and begin to rush their passes, abandoning their tactical discipline to force a magical play that isn't there. By the time the whistle blows for the break, the tactical stalemate has shifted from a formation problem to a composure problem. Breaking this deadlock usually requires individual brilliance. The Americans will look towards Christian Pulisic, banking on their number 10 to salvage a result out of thin air in the second half. Expect a goal born from a scramble, a ball forced over the line, or a lucky deflection that finally breaks the Paraguayan resistance. A tense 1-0 victory puts 3 points on the board, but it fails to deliver the commanding performance that the media and the paying public demanded. Securing the win keeps the tournament alive, yet grinding it out in such an ugly fashion guarantees that the external pressure on the team only mounts heading into the second match. The immediate post-match analysis will ignore the victory and fixate entirely on the flaws. Pundits will tear apart the team's inability to efficiently dismantle a basic defensive block. This opening result increases the media's focus on the team's efficiency, forcing them to answer for their lack of clinical finishing in every subsequent press conference. The margin for error vanishes the moment you walk out of the tunnel at home. Surviving the opening night is barely step one. This matchup against Paraguay is a direct warning. The United States has 90 minutes to execute under the brightest lights, or they risk spending a month answering for an inability to deliver.